You have worse teeth than a caveman who lived 14,000 years ago. And I can prove it. This skull never saw a toothbrush, never touched toothpaste, never once visited a dentist, and it has zero cavities, a perfect set of teeth. Now look at your own mouth. You brush twice a day. You've had fluoride your whole life, and you've still had cavities. So how did a caveman with no dental care beat you? It's not that their teeth were tougher. They weren't. It's something we did to ourselves, and once you see it, you can't unsee it. Picture an ancient human and you imagine a rotting broken smile. But dig up these skulls and you find the opposite. Hunter-gatherers from tens of thousands of years ago had cavity rates near zero. Today, cavities are the most common disease on the entire planet. Almost every adult alive has had one. We treat it as normal, but it wasn't. For most of human history, it was rare. So what changed? Here's the secret. A cavity isn't caused by sugar directly. It's caused by bacteria living in your mouth right now. They don't eat your tooth. They eat one thing, sugar and soft starch. Every time you eat carbs, they feast and release acid. That acid dissolves your enamel until the tooth caves in. That's a cavity, and it needs one thing to even begin, a steady supply of sugar and starch. So what was a caveman actually feeding them? Almost nothing. Their food was meat, fish, nuts, and tough wild plants you had to rip apart with your teeth. To those bacteria, that's a desert. You can't make acid out of a piece of mammoth. And that food was brutally hard to chew. The grinding wore their teeth flat, erasing the tiny grooves where cavities normally start. No sugar, no soft bread, no snacking, nothing to rot. But one group of ancient humans shatters this whole story. In a cave in Morocco, scientists found hunter-gatherers from 15,000 years ago. Still no farming. Pure Stone Age people. Their teeth were destroyed. More than half were rotted with cavities. One of the worst cases in the ancient world. Same era, same lifestyle. No sugar. So why? Because of what they ate. This group lived on sweet acorns and starchy wild plants, gathered by the ton and cooked. Acorns are loaded with the exact carbs those bacteria crave. They accidentally invented the perfect diet for tooth decay, 15,000 years before candy existed. This is the proof. It was never genetics, it was always food. Real quick, if that twist caught you off guard, hit that like button. For a channel this new, that one tap is the only reason a video like this reaches anyone. Subscribe now, because what we did next is even crazier. Because a few thousand years later, we didn't find that food by accident. We built our whole world on it. 10,000 years ago, humans started farming. Wheat, rice, corn, a constant mountain of soft, starchy grain. To us, the greatest leap in history. To the bacteria in our mouths, an endless feast. Compare skulls from just before farming to just after, and cavity rates don't rise, they explode. Then came refined sugar, the single fastest fuel these bacteria have. We didn't just feed them, we handed them rocket fuel. So why did ancient humans never get cavities? It was never their teeth, it was their plate. Cavities are a disease of sugar and soft starch, and ancient humans avoided it only because that food didn't exist yet. The moment any human got a steady supply of it, the cavities followed. Every single time. Your dentist isn't fighting bad luck. They're fighting 10,000 years of history, a diet your teeth were never built to survive. That ancient skull isn't a mystery. It's a mirror, showing you exactly what your mouth looked like before we changed everything. You're one of the first people to ever find this channel. So if this changed how you see the past, subscribe and grow with it. And tell me in the comments, would you give up sugar for good to keep teeth like that? I actually want to know.